Deyaham Shri Guru Shri Judapada Kamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Shagada Jatam Shakana Rakanatam Vitam Tam Shajivam Sahadvaitam Shavadutam Parichana Shaitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Vadam Shakana Lalita Shibishakam Vitamscha Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Dharma Projita Kaitava Atra Paramanyanamat Saranam Satam Vedyam Atravashta Shivadam Tapatrayun Mulanam Srimad Bhagavate Mahamune Krite King Vai Para Ishra Sadda Ridi Avarudyate Atra Kriti Vishushut Vitakshanat Striyo hi Akaruna Krurar Durma Shapriya Shahasha Gnan Chial Parte Pi Vishrabdham Patim Brataram Api Uta Striyo hi Akuruna Hakrura Durmar Shapriya Shahashaha Gnan Jalparte Pi Vishrabdam Patim Brataram Api Uta. Please chant. Matri Mandali. Hindi? Okay, Hare Krishna. Shabdartha, Anuvad, Hindi Vasha, Prabhupada, Tadpurja, Shonun.
मार डालती है अल्पर प्रकृति वश थोड़े से भी अपराध पर अपने पति का न केवल परित्याग अपितु उसकी हत्या भी कर देती है। यही नहीं, वे अपने भाई को भी मार सकती है। ये स्त्री की प्रकृति है। अतः इस भौतिक जगत में जब तक स्त्रियों को सती तथा पति परायणा होने का प्रशिक्षण नहीं दिया जाता, तब तक समाज में ना तो शांति हो सकती है, ना संपन्नता।
Mukam kardi bachalam bhangam langade girim jakrapatamaham bande Shri Gurum Dinadarinam. Urvasi, being a woman, is very qualified to describe the nature of woman. So this is very instructive section of Srimad Bhagavatam. The whole chapter of Pururava and Urvasi is centered, is describing the nature of sex desire.
Pururava और उर्वशी का जो प्रसंग है, यह अध्याय, इसका जो केंद्र है, वो यौन संबंध की जो इच्छा है, उसके बारे में बताता है.
And how the bewildering effect of the sexual desire, a bewildering effect. Bhogashaya prashaktanam taya parichachetasam. In our preliminary science of Atma Tattva, in Gita, Krishna explains Bhoga, Aishwarya, Bhoga, enjoyment.
Srimad Bhagavad-gita के दूसरे अध्याय में भगवान कृष्ण बताते हैं भोग ऐश्वर्य जो भोग है.
And Bhogashaya prashaktanam, excessive attachment.
और इस अधिक मात्रा में जो आसक्ति होती है.
Taya parita cheta. Aparita means covering, the cheta means the consciousness.
तया प्रति चेतसा, चेत है उसको ढक लेती है.
So the pleasure of sex cannot be denied. It cannot be refuted. There is pleasure.
तो यौन जीवन का जो सुख है, इसको हम नकार नहीं सकते. उसमें सुख है.
However, the problem is that the more we become attached to that enjoyment, the more our consciousness degrades.
परंतु समस्या ये है, इस सुख से हम जितना ज़्यादा आसक्त होते हैं, उतनी हमारी चेतना गिरती जाती है.
Jaganna guno britishto adho gachanti tamasaha. Adho gachanti. One becomes attached and one becomes degraded.
तो एक व्यक्ति आसक्त होता है और उसका पतन होता है.
Mudho joni shujayate. Even if we're too much attached, we can become an animal.
और अगर हम अत्यधिक मात्रा में आसक्त हैं, तो हम पशु भी बन सकते हैं.
Because it's sex pleasure is very available in the animal bodies, more so than in the humans.
क्योंकि इस प्रकार का जो सुख है, वो पशु योनि में अत्यधिक मात्रा में उपलब्ध है.
There's one example in the Bhagavatam where one Brahman and Brahmani, they assume the form of animals to enjoy sex.
श्रीमद् भागवत में एक उदाहरण आता है कि ब्राह्मण और ब्राह्मणी एक पक्षी का रूप लेते हैं, इस यौन जीवन को संभोग करते हैं.
So this is the consequence of too much attachment to sex pleasure. One's spirituality becomes minimized, becomes shrunken, becomes covered over.
और इस प्रकार के सुख में अत्यधिक आसक्त होने का ये प्रभाव होता है कि जो आध्यात्मिकता है, उसको पूरी तरह से वो नकारी जाती है.
And this chapter very explicitly describes the nature, how the living entity becomes attached, becomes attracted.
और इस अध्याय में तो विशेषकर इस बात का उल्लेख हुआ है कि किस प्रकार से जीवात्मा इस तरफ आसक्त बनता है.
As Kapila explains that Balad he pashamaya Shrimaya Joyeno Disham. Just see Balad he pasha, he's saying Kapila to Devahuti, Balad he Pasha Maya, just look, Pasha Maya Shri Maya, the illusory potency in the form of a woman, Shri Maya.
तो कपिल देव माता देवहूति को बता रहे हैं कि देखो जो माया है वो कैसे स्त्री रूप में आती है.
Ja karoti padakrantam bruhi jingrena kevalam. That even the great conquerors of the world can become conquered simply by a woman who bruhi jingbena, just by the what is it, the eyebrows, this quivering of the eyebrows.
और उदाहरण देते हैं किस प्रकार से विश्व के बड़े-बड़े विजेता भी स्त्री की एक
So it's very powerful, very powerful. Then Vidvangshang api karshati, even the learned sage can be victimized by Shri Maya. What's that one? Not sit on the with the mother. How does that start? Nabhibhikdasanobhavet. How does that start? Matra swasra duhitrava nabhibhikdasanobhaset. That Shastra is explaining that matra, not even you can become agitated by your mother. Matra swasra, mother, daughter or sister. Matra swasra duhitrava nabhibhikdasanobhavet. Do not sit close to. Balavanindriya Ramo, because the senses are so powerful, Vidvangshang api karshati, that even a learned sage, Vidvan api, even a learned sage, api karshati, can become bewildered. And in Gita, Krishna is explaining that Indriyani pramatini, because the senses are so powerful. You could say the senses are so desirous of their objects. Indriyani pramatini. The senses are so hungry for these sense objects. Haranti prashabam manaha, that they can very quickly, they can throw haranti manaha, that the mind can become completely carried away by the agitated senses, even of a learned person. Purushasya vipashchitaha, even a man of discrimination can become overwhelmed by the power of the agitated senses. And when one disciple once said to Srila Prabhupada, "Oh, I'm so relieved, I'm free of sex desire." And Prabhupada said, "Ki apni rogi, you must be diseased." We're very fortunate. Prabhupada's purports, they're full of transcendental wisdom from Shastra, from sadhu, and from experience. Prabhupada experienced family life. Family life. In fact, Prabhupada entered family life before meeting Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. Now it's interesting that I have an acquaintance in Mayapur, one Mataji, who is coordinating the marriage bureau for one of our ISKCON initiating spiritual masters. So I inquired, I was interested, and I inquired, so tell me, the Komaris in ISKCON, the unmarried girls, what are they looking for in a husband?
तो मैंने उनसे पूछा कि जो ISKCON में अविवाहित युवतियां हैं, वो क्या चीज देखती हैं शादी करने के लिए?
Because this is her every day, she's dealing with all of these cases. So I asked, what are the girls looking for in a husband in ISKCON? I was interested. Are they more looking for, or do they value more in a potential husband, spiritual advancement or financial position? What's more important to them? She said, well, actually, it's about 50-50 in most cases. They want a spiritually advanced husband, an advanced devotee, and they want him to be materially prosperous. I want both. Such a husband, sa mahatma sudulava. So usually you have to compromise, you know, either one or the other is going to be. Now that's okay, but this is where the story really becomes interesting. When I asked, so tell me, what are the unmarried bachelors in ISKCON generally looking for in a bride? You'll be very surprised to hear what she said. I was surprised. She said most of the bachelors in ISKCON who are looking for brides, the most important thing is their appearance. I was amazed that is such a priority for devotee men looking for a bride. And that was the main, she felt that was the main criteria. Just show me the picture. So, you know, we cannot imitate and pretend that we are beyond this attraction. Now the brahmachari life is the best life for spiritual advancement, because actually the brahmachari can almost completely minimize the material demands in his life. Almost to nil concern, almost zero concern about maintaining the body. That actually is real meaning of Brahma Acharya. That the soul is actually functioning on the spiritual platform, like a liberated being, like a eternal, like a spirit soul functioning. That's what brahmacharya means, acting on the spiritual platform. Basandanta gurohitan, that he can give everything, he can do everything he does can be simply for the satisfaction of the guru, and is not required to do anything else. Ya prana britya paritushta atmavan siddhyat yadudanat atendriya priyaha. And Prahlada is explaining that for such a person who is satisfied with very little material facility, ya prana britya paritushta, that means satisfied just with the bare necessities required for maintaining the body. Like a brahmachari, he doesn't have to worry about his accommodation and meals. He can forget about that. In fact, if you live in the temple, even in the congregation in ISKCON, if you stop taking prasadam, then everybody will be chasing you. Prabhu, take this. Prabhu, they'll be bringing you prasadam. You cannot. You cannot. In ISKCON, you cannot not eat. Apart from a fast days, you know, maybe you can skip one meal. No one will take much notice. But skip 2 meals, okay, then people start noticing. But 3 meals, don't think it's possible in ISKCON. You can't get away with it. Just like one time Mahaprabhu, he inquired from Srivas Thakur, you're not going to the office. He's a householder. And you have such a large establishment. There's 4 brothers: Sriman, Srinidhi, Sriram, Srivas. 4 brothers. Srivas Thakur, the leader. All married with their children, living there in Srivas Angan. And all of the household staff. And Mahaprabhu said, you're not going to the office. How are you maintaining your household? And Srivas Thakur, he clapped his hands 3 times. He said, he went, egg duitin. Like that. Mahaprabhu said, oh, Kiki, what is this egg duitin? What are you talking about? And he said, having become your servant, okay, I can miss 1 meal, I can miss 2 meals, but Loki Devi herself, he said, but 3 meals, it's not possible. The prasadam will come. He said, he's a grihasta. He said, I don't worry about it. It comes. And Mahaprabhu is very pleased, and he quoted, Ananna chintayantamam yejana paryupashate tesham nitta abhijuktanam jogakshemam vahami aham. I'm carrying, I'm providing, because he's ananna cheta nitta jukta. He's constantly focused on my satisfaction and my seva. So I provide everything he needs. So Mahaprabhu said to Thakur Shiva, even if Loki Devi becomes impoverished and has to take a bowl and go begging, still in your house you will never experience a shortage by my mercy. So by the mercy of Srivas Thakur in ISKCON, there's never any anxiety about prasadam. So that's the wealth of the brahmachari life, that you can forget the requirements of the body. And it will be, Krishna will provide everything. You don't have to think about it. And this is the glory of brahmachari life.
ये ब्रह्मचार्य जीवन की महानता है।
And you can just find a corner here and there, fall down and sleep.
कहीं कोई कोना ढूंढता है ना, वहाँ पे गिर के सो सकते हैं।
Under the fan, you see all these guys, you know, with a uttari, saffron uttari over their body, and you can just hear anywhere in the corner, on the floor, anywhere. And then prasadam, it's always available. So you can just completely absorb your consciousness in the service of the Lord, completely. So for the householder, you cannot take the family and just throw them in the corner under the fan. Turn the fan on. In fact, I am a grihastha. At the time of marriage, I was in Dhaka, Bangladesh. So Shubhag Shami Maharaj was there. At that time, actually, I had been in Brahmacharya ashram for almost 15 years. So Shubhag Shami Maharaj, he asked me, so, ekon ki korbe, now what will you do with your wife? And my response was serious. I'll take her on traveling Sankirtan. And Shubhag Swami Maharaj looked at me and said, Ki pagal chele. Right? You must be crazy. You have to make a house. You have to have a home. So he was able to talk some sense into me, and we tried to become a dutiful householder. So the brahmachari life is very glorious. However, Mahaprabhu was not at all satisfied with a cheating brahmachari. He was very strict. You can read the Leela of Choto Haridas in regard. And in Gita, Krishna explains that Kamendriyani Shamyamya. You can restrain the senses. Kamendriyani Shamyamya. Ya ashte manasa smaran. However, if the external restraint is going on, but internally there is desire, remembering, meditation on this enjoyment, Ya aste manasa smaran mitta charasa uchite indriyatan vimudatma. Krishna doesn't appreciate this. He says this person is a cheater, mitta chara. So brahmachari jivan is uttam gati. That is the topmost platform. But if the brahmachari is cheating and remaining in the saffron cloth, that is unacceptable. For that reason, Gaushunda, he 2 times married. Because if one has the qualification to be pure in brahmacharya, then he is blessed. But if he's secretly, discreetly meditating, either subtly or grossly the standard, then this is abominable for the brahmachari. So far more exalted than the cheating brahmachari is the adarsha grihastha. Yes. Because this is dharma. You have to follow the ashram principles. And Srimad Mahaprabhu's associates were predominantly householders. In fact, Vrindavan Das Thakur very elaborately describes the courtship and the vivaha of Navadip Chandra and Lakhi Devi. And all of the Vaishnavas, they relish hearing the marriage of Srimad Mahaprabhu and Lakshmi Devi. Sri Gauda Madhurya Leela Jakarne Probeshila Hridaya Nirmal Bhelota Hridaya Nirmal Bhelota. Just by hearing about the marriage of Lakhi Devi and Vishwambara, one's heart can become completely purified. Have to finish at 9? They first met on the bank of the Ganga. Lakhi Devi, Mahaprabhu, Vishwambar, he saw Lakshmi Devi and he smiled, recognizing his eternal Sevika. And within her mind, Lakshmi Devi offered obeisances to Mahaprabhu. That very day, the Ghatok, Banamali, the marriage maker, he visited Shachimata. And he said that why don't you're Vishwambara, he's he's eligible for marriage, why you're not arranging the marriage? Sachimata replied that he's lost his father, let him study for some time more. Vanamali, he was a bit disappointed and he left Sachiangan. And just at that time, Navadip Chandra was returning home and he saw Vanamali on the path. Goshai, what brings you to our home? I was discussing your proposed marriage with your mother. She wasn't so interested in the proposal. Then when Nimai, he returned home and he said to Sachimata, the Ghatok, Vanamali came, he had a proposal for marriage, why you didn't accept? It's very interesting. Mahaprabhu was very much interested in arranging the marriage with Lakhi Priya. And then Sachimata, she changed her mind. Okay, she called the Ghatok back. Vanamali, yes, you go. There is one Brahmin in Navadip, Sri Balab. He's a learned scholar of Vaishnava Shastra, and he comes in a very aristocratic Vaishnava family. Sri Balab, and he has a daughter who's just like, has qualities of Lakshmi Devi. And she would make an ideal wife for Vishwambara. Yes, yes, yes. Sachimata said, yes. Very good. You go and you make the proposal. And when Vanamali approached Sri Bala and said that, I have an ideal husband for your daughter, Vishwambara. He's the jewel of the Brahmins. He's an ocean of divine qualities. And hearing the name, Vallabhacharya, hearing the name of Vishwambara, immediately he became enthusiastic. He said, what fortunate, what pious activities I've performed in previous lives to have the opportunity of a son-in-law of the quality of Vishwambara. We accept this proposal. That was pretty quick, huh? However, Vallabhacharya explained, there is one important consideration. I am an impoverished Brahmin, and for dowry, I can simply provide 5 pieces of Hari Taki Po. And when this message was conveyed to the family of Vishwambara, they were very much appreciative. Yes, Shumongol Kota. This is a very auspicious gift, Hari Taki. You've seen Hari Taki, Trifala? It's a very simple thing. It is Sarva Mongol. This is Vedic Sanskriti. Before the wedding, there was the Adivas. Sriman Gaushundra was sitting amongst the Brahmins, and they were performing different ritualistic ceremonies and chanting the Vedic mantras. Sri Vallabhacharya was also present. This was performed in the house of Lakhi Devi. And then the next morning, Gaurasunda, he arose early and worshipped the Lord. And all the ceremonies were being performed in the house of Lakhi Devi. All of the aristocratic Brahmin ladies, Brahminis of Navadip, had heard the news and had assembled in the house of Lakhi Priya to assist in the Vigraha function. Even the Devota, demigods and the demigoddesses appeared in the bodies of Brahmins and Brahminis in Navadip to get darshan of Gaurashunda Lakhi Priya Vigraha. Anyone amongst this exalted assembly of Vaishnavas desirous of seeing the Vigraha of Gaurasunda and Lakhi Priya? So by hearing we can see. Gaurangit gunete jude Nitashita, Gorange Gunete Jude. Then Nitalila Tadesh Pure. Tare, then Tare Mui? Yeah. Goranga Gunete Jude. Those who cry when they think of the qualities of Gaurasunda. Gauranga Gunete Jude. Neta Lila Taresh Pure. The eternal pastimes of the Lord are revealed in their heart. Tare Mui Jai Bolihari. To them I say, oh glorious. And then the Vivaha was performed. Mahaprabhu arrived. And Lakhi Devi was brought before Mahaprabhu. And the aristocratic ladies of Navadip, Mayapur, they lifted Lakhi Priya off the ground and they carried her around Gaurasunda 7 times. And then they exchanged garlands. Then Sri Balab, he Konnadan, he offered Lakhi Priya to the hand of Shriman Gaurasunda. As all of the assembled Vaishnavas chanted the holy name, Hari Hari. That evening, Navadip Chandra, he remained in the home of Lakhi Priya. And then the next day, placing Notun Bo, his new bride, Shoha Dharmini, his religious assistant, placing her on a palanquin. And he also took his seat on that palanquin, and they returned to the house of Sachi Mata. Is it not sweet hearing? Sri Gauda Modur Lila. Modur, like sweet honey. Jad Kane Provishila, just by hearing. As the palanquin was arriving in the Shachi Angan, in the house of Sachi Mata, all of the ladies were commenting, look at the divine couple. They are just like Shiv and Parvati. And others said, no, they are just like Sita Ram. And others said, no, they are Lakhi Narayan. When you visit Mayapur, you can go to Jogpit. You can see the deity installed by Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, Gaurasunda Vishnu Priya and Lakhi Devi. And the way Lakhi Devi, she served Gaurasunda, it is wonderful. From morning, there was Sachi Mata and Gaurasunda, Sachi Mata and Vishambara alone in the home, and Lakhi Devi was serving. From morning she would decorate the temple with auspicious Swastika Mandali. She would arrange all of the items for puja. Pushpa, Ganda, Dhoop, Deep, and assemble everything for Gaurasundar to sit and worship.
पुष्प गंध धूप दीप इन सबको एकत्रित करके इनको बहुत अच्छे से सजाती थी और उसके बाद गौर सुंदर बैठकर पूजा करते थे.
In Sachiyangan, Vishwambar Navadip Chandra was worshipping Shalagram Shila and Dwarka Shila.
तो सच्ची आंगन में विश्वम्बर और नवदीप चंद्र वो शालिग्राम शिला गोवर्धन शिला को आराधना करते.
She would cook the bhoga. Gaurasundar would offer, and Sachi Mata would supervise everything.
तो जो गौर सुंदर भगवान को भोग अर्पित करते थे और सच्ची माता इन सब का निरीक्षण करती थी.
She never complained.
उन्होंने कभी भी
Every day she would take Ganga Snan 2 or 3 times.
और प्रतिदिन 2 या 3 बार गंगा स्नान करते.
Till late at night, she would simply be focused on serving Navadip Chandra. Navadip Chandra and Sachi Mata. And then at night, when Vishwambar would lay down to rest, Lakhi Devi would massage the lotus feet of Gaurasundar for many hours. Although Gaurasundar was extremely satisfied by her behavior, he never mentioned it. In this way, Gaurasundar, by his personal example, he demonstrated the ideal life of the Vaishnava Grihastha. Now when Gaurasundar, at this time he was not initiated by Ishwarapuri, he was a Pandit, he was teaching. He decided to visit East Bengal to give a seminar tour. The details of that Leela are very interesting and full of important instruction, which perhaps one day I will be fortunate to share with you. In fact, on that visit to East Bengal, on the bank of the Podda river, Srimad Mahaprabhu first first began the preaching of the Harinam Sankirtan to Tapan Mishra. Before departing Mayapur, Gaurasundar instructed Lakhi Devi, you serve your mother with great devotion. I will return after a few days. So several months had passed and Mahaprabhu was remaining in East Bengal. Unable to tolerate not seeing the lotus-like face, the moon-like beauty of Gaurasundar, Lakhi Devi was unable to carry on living. Seated on the bank of Ganga, she entered into deep meditation on the lotus feet of Srimad Mahaprabhu, and she returned to her eternal position as his eternal consort. She left her body. So and then subsequently Mahaprabhu married Vishnupriya.
और इसके बाद महाप्रभु ने विष्णु प्रिया से विवाह किया।
That was even a more elaborate marriage.
और इसकी ये लीला और भी विस्तार में आती है।
But it's very interesting. What we may say, well, if Vishnu Priya, if Loki Devi left, she left her body. Why was it necessary? Why did Mahaprabhu marry her? Why he just didn't marry Vishnu Priya?
तो कोई पूछ सकता है कि जब लक्ष्मी देवी ने शरीर छोड़ दिया तो महाप्रभु ने विष्णु प्रिया से क्यों विवाह किया दोबारा?
But he's coming to reciprocate with the bhav. He's coming because of the bhav. That he's coming, just like Krishna, who took 16,000 princesses from. Yes, I will marry you. Yes, come. He cannot refuse the sincere affection of the devotee. He cannot ignore the sincere affection of the devotee.
क्योंकि महाप्रभु अपने भक्तों के भाव से आदान प्रदान कर रहे हैं, वो इस प्रकार की जो sincere जो की affection है, जो devotion भक्ति है, उसको उनको नकार नहीं सकते। जैसे कि भगवान कृष्ण ने 16,000 रानियों को स्वीकार किया था।
Because he's marrying Loki Devi to fulfill her desire.
जिस प्रकार से लक्ष्मी देवी से विवाह किया, उनकी इच्छा की पूर्ति करने के लिए।
Now, when it was discussed, when Gaurasunda returned from East Bengal, actually that's a fascinating incident also. For several hours, the departure of Loki Devi was not even mentioned.
तो जब महाप्रभु पूर्व बंगाल से वापस आए, दिल बहुत ही रुचिकर है। कई घंटों तक लक्ष्मी देवी के शरीर छोड़ने का उल्लेख ही नहीं हुआ।
And after many hours, Ganga Snan, Puja, Prasad, some social interaction with the neighbors and relatives, late in the evening.
गंगा स्नान करने के बाद, पूजा करने के बाद, प्रसाद देने के बाद और जो सामाजिक आदान प्रदान करने के बाद देर शाम में
Gaurasunda inquired from Sachimata, why you're so depressed? Tell me, where is my Loki Devi?
गौरसुंदर ने सची माता से ये प्रश्न पूछा कि आप इतनी उदास क्यों लग रही हो? मेरी लक्ष्मी देवी कहाँ है?
Sachimata was unable to reply.
सची माता उत्तर नहीं दे सकी।
The relatives, a few relatives who were remaining, they spoke to Gaurasunda. Your Loki Devi, she has gained the shelter of Ganga Mata. She has achieved the eternal abode.
तो जो वहाँ पर उपस्थित बड़े से संबंधी थे, उन्होंने उत्तर दिया कि जो आपकी लक्ष्मी देवी हैं, उन्हें गंगा माता की शरण में प्राप्त हो गई।
Initially, Gaurasunda was somewhat upset.
शुरू में गौरसुंदर कुछ बहुत विचलित थे, उदास थे।
And then immediately he remembered and expressed the transcendental teachings of Atma Tattva, and he appeased the suffering and the sadness of all the family members and relatives by describing the Atma Tattva.
तो थोड़ी देर बाद उन्होंने जो ये दिव्य आत्म तत्व का विषय है, इसकी शिक्षाएं उल्लेख की और वहाँ पर उपस्थित सभी परिवारजनों का जो निराशा थी, उसको दूर किया।
And some of the highly respected members of the community commented after this incident.
और उस समाज के जो सबसे सम्मानजनक जो कुछ वरिष्ठ लोग थे, इस घटना के बाद उन्होंने इस प्रकार बोला।
It is a symptom of great piety if the wife can leave before the husband.
तो उनका ये बहुत बड़े पुण्य का लक्षण है कि अगर पति से पहले उनका निधन हो जाए।
So as Prabhupada explains, in the material world, unless women are trained to be chaste and faithful to their husbands, there cannot be peace or prosperity in society.
जैसे कि श्रीला प्रभुपाद तात्पर्य में बताते हैं कि जब तक स्त्रियों को पतिव्रता में प्रशिक्षण प्राप्त नहीं होगा, तब तक इस समाज में शांति नहीं हो सकती।
So we have to conclude, according to our shastric evidence, that the ideal goal for a young lady, the ideal aspiration of a young lady,
शास्त्रों का सिद्धांत है, इससे हम यहाँ पर कंक्लूड करेंगे कि जो किसी भी संस्कृति के लिए जो सर्वोच्च लक्ष्य है,
is to take shelter of a qualified Vaishnav husband.
वो है एक योग्य वैष्णव पति
And
शरण लेना.
by serving the qualified Vaishnav husband, she can attain perfection.
और एक योग्य वैष्णव पति की सेवा करके वो सिद्धि प्राप्त कर सकती है.
And Srila Prabhupada, he wants us to revive this culture.
और श्रीला प्रभुपाद चाहते हैं कि हम इस संस्कृति को पुनः जीवित करें, पुनः स्थापित करें.
Hare Krishna. Is there any question?
इसका कोई प्रश्न है?
Rupanuga.
From the first time of Sri Mahaprabhu, you mentioned about the daily reading of the. What was the daily schedule of Sri Mahaprabhu during this time? Because after that he started mentioning
Ganga Snan, and then puja, and then teaching in the house in the Durga Mandap of Mukunda Sanjay. And he would come in the afternoon and take prasadam prepared by Lucky Devi. And in the evening, on the bank of the Ganga, with a few assembled students, he would carry on with his classes. It's called Vidya Lila.
Hare Krishna, thank you for wonderful lecture. What are the qualifications of this Adesh Drasta?
Full dedication to the order of the spiritual master. Yeah. Chanting Hare Krishna.
तो इस काम इच्छा से हम कैसे अपने आप को शुद्ध कर सकते हैं? जैसा आपने बताया भी कि मैनेज ब्यूरो में जो युवक है उसे इसी चीज को महत्व दे रहा है. तो प्रभु ने उत्तर दिया हरे कृष्णा जप करो.
Shravanadi Shuddha Chitte Koraya Udoi. By chanting and hearing, one's natural affection for Krishna becomes awakened. Koraya Udoi. It arises. And when one tastes the sweetness of love of Krishna, one loses one's attachment to the pleasures of this world.
तो श्रवण और कीर्तन के माध्यम से जो कृष्ण प्रेम है कि व्यक्ति हृदय में उजागर होता है और इस प्रेम का आस्वादन करके जितने भी ये भौतिक आसक्ति है तुरंत खत्म हो जाती है.
Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Thank you very much.